are you interested in knowing what happens when we die and how is it possible to remember the memories of our past lives? Hello everyone. I'm Dr. Tasneem H Ibrahim, an international hypnotherapist with a doctorate in hypnosis therapy and healing science, specializing in past life regression. You are watching my video on what happens when we die and how is it possible to remember the memories of our past lives. So what is the one thing that accompanies a soul after death? The answer to this question can tell us the answer to two more important mysteries, namely, what happens when we die and how is it possible to remember memories of our past lives. So let us find out. People are blindly rushing to collect so much money and wealth, property, and are even so concerned about their bodily appearances. But none of these things will go with them beyond death. We came empty handed in this world and empty handed we shall go. We will have to let go of all these most precious worldly possessions which we use to determine our self identity, like our money, wealth, property, and even our bodily appearances. So, if we cannot take our worldly possessions with us, what do we actually take with us? Well, what we actually do take with us is our mind. And unless we have attained ascension or moksha in this life, our mind will accompany our soul after death in its journey on to the other side. The soul goes through birth and death accompanied by the mind. And it is only because we are able to take our mind with us after death that we are able to remember and recall all our lifetimes, past, present, and future. So, how exactly does the soul take the mind with it after death? The soul of every human being is wrapped in three successive layers or bodies. These bodies surround the soul. This is like putting on three successive layers of clothing. The innermost layer is that of the gross or visible physical body. This is the body that we most commonly identify with, and this contains the brain and other organs of our body. Behind the gross physical body is an ultra fine subtle astral body. The subtle body consists of the mind, which is made up of the intellect, memory, experiences, feelings, and emotions. Now, because the subtle body carries the mind, it is also known as the mental body. Now, one very interesting point about the astral body is that it appears as a dim vapor-like duplicate of the physical body, which cannot be seen by the normal eye. Behind the subtle body and forming the outermost layer is the causal body. The causal body cannot be physically represented. Finally, at the core of all three bodies is our soul, the source of all consciousness. So, human beings are made up of the soul and the three successive bodies. Let us now understand the death and rebirth cycle. So, what happens at the time of death? At death, the soul and the inner two subtle bodies separate from the gross physical body and they move on. So, death is only a separation of the subtle body from the physical body. Just as a person passes from one room of the house to another, the soul passes from the gross plane of existence to the subtle. Now, this subtle body carries the mind. When a person is living, he or she is clothed in all three bodies, and the mind is merged with the brain and the body. But upon death, the physical body is left behind, and the soul goes out and carries the mind with it. It is our mind and not the brain which stores all the memories and experiences. Everything that we have thought, felt, experienced, along with all our actions, is stored in the mind. This mind has two parts, the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. All our memories, thoughts, experiences, feelings, emotions are stored in the lower part of the mind, the subconscious mind. This is why, even though the brain is left behind at death, a lifetime of memories and experiences stored in the subconscious mind accompany the soul after death. Since the same mind has been evolving and traveling with us birth to birth, therefore the memories of all past lives as well as the current life are stored in the subconscious mind. When the soul takes a new birth, this entire library of past impressions can be accessed by the new brain. And this is how it is possible for us to remember all the memories of our past lives. Now, generally, these past life memories are buried deep in the subconscious mind. So, most people are unable to recall their past lives. However, in certain special situations, like when a soul reincarnates quickly without spending too much time in the subtle world, or through hypnosis and past life regression, or through certain specific deep meditations, it is possible to remember the immediate past life, some of our past lives, and even all of our past lives. Our soul evolves from crystal form to plant to animal and then to the human form on earth. Lord Buddha remembered many of his past lives, including the times when his soul was evolving through animal lives too. I hope you have enjoyed watching this video and found it interesting. Please do like and subscribe to my channel if you would like to see more videos like this. And do hit the bell icon so that you can get notification each time I put up a new video. Thank you.